From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weekend weather.
Hey folks, good morning and happy Sunday. We've made it to the ending of our first weekend of summer, and hey, Mother Nature came out swinging. It is going to be humid, oppressively so over the next 7 days. Perhaps some scattered thunder showers today. Very much a typical summertime type pattern. More showers possible in the midweek as well. So like I said, I mean, it's pretty much like a switch flipped right as soon as we hit the first day of summer, which was just a couple of days ago, right? We're right there kicking into that pattern, right? So here's Futurecast. Next 24 hours, notice 80s already this morning. Then as we head through the afternoon, check it out there. You got some isolated development of some showers, maybe a rumble of thunder or two across the area, but you notice it's kind of scattered across the area. It's not going to be widespread in the sense that all of us see precipitation. No, not quite like that. If you've lived here long enough through, say, a couple summers even, you know exactly what I'm talking about, that pop-up type stuff across the Tennessee Valley. That's what we'll be dealing with there with that moisture. No shortage of energy for those to work with, but there's not a lot of shear, so they'll get an updraft and then the downdraft will collapse in on itself, so they won't last long by any stretch of the imagination. Going to be absolutely humid out there, dew points in the 70s, heat indexes very likely going to be in that, I would call it 101 to 105 range, right? I really think that's what we're going to see through today. That's why we have this heat advisory still in effect through this evening, but it wouldn't shock me if that gets extended out into deeper portions of the work week. Because notice as we head into the midweek and end portions of the next 7 days, what do you see there? You see continuing increases in those heat index values. Already over the last day, we saw 101, 102, up to 106, 107 in some of the warmest spots yesterday, so it wouldn't shock me at all with that criteria in mind to see that come right back here in this midweek time frame for portions of Tennessee and Alabama. It's going to be oppressive out there by all means. I definitely expect that, to be honest there. So again, through the midweek here, I'm thinking Tuesday-ish, Wednesday-ish, that kind of time frame there. That's whenever I think we start to see a little bit more pop-up type activity here across the Tennessee Valley. Second half of the week, there's not as strong of a signal thanks to some high pressure, but it could be possible. However, right now, I'm highlighting again that midweek time frame for more thunder showers, perhaps a rumble of thunder with those heavier downpours mixed into the batch. Again, kind of like what I said about today, typical for this time of year. So we'll have to watch that. Nevertheless, I think the main story is that oppressive heat as the ridge takes over for the most part across the area, and we continue with heat indexes in the triple digits, 105 up to 107 possible in that midweek time frame over the next 7 days. So wear light clothing, stay very hydrated, don't overwork yourself, and have a good week.